Hello, thank you for tuning in to this telecast. This is the Diaspora panel, the voice of the diaspora. Today, I have with me, as always, Mr. Olaitan Adedigba, who is based in America. Mr. Adedigba, you are welcome to today's meeting.
Yeah, it's my pleasure being here this afternoon.
I also have Mr. Olalawal, who is based in Canada. Mr. Lawal, you are also welcome.
Thank you for having me, and good day to all our viewers.
So tonight or today, we are going to be discussing what is trending. ADC, Atiku's coalition, the coalition of Northerners against a Southern president. The coalition of essentially, basically, Northerners against a Southern president. So, from the way this coalition is structured, everybody can see that it is a vehicle to actualize Atiku Abubakar's long-time presidential ambition. He's been trying to become president since 1992. He lost the primaries to MP Abiola. He came back in 1999. He lost and then became vice president. 2003, he lost. This 2007, he lost to Goodluck Jonathan. 2011, he lost. 2015, he lost. 2019, he lost. 2023, he lost. But now, Naito, what is there? What is it that Atiku doesn't understand that Nigeria don't want him? Is there anything there he doesn't understand? Let me start with you.
Here is the game of politics in Nigeria is you make use of native intelligence and your political prowess. You combine the two. And not that Atiku doesn't understand, but his inordinate ambition, right? You must be able, as a leader, you must be able to sacrifice, which most of Nigerian leaders doesn't do. You must be able to sacrifice for a purpose to get what we want to get done, like Tinubu did. You know what Tinubu did? He knew that, okay, if he contested against Yadua, against Obasanjo, then he would lose. Then Obasanjo has not just left the place. Then he was nurturing his ambition. Okay, Atiku, come to our party. Come and contest. After you, then I will contest. Which he did very finely. And Atiku contested and he lost. He never stayed in APC. He went back to PDP. So, Ribadu, he gave Ribadu chance. Right? Okay, come and contest. Then, after you, I will go. But he never. So, eventually, in 2023, he said, look, Buhari, he supported Buhari with everything he had in his possession. He went all out with all his state governors that under the APC. Then a muzzle of power, he spent money, he did everything possible to making sure that Buhari won the election. And Buhari won. And after Buhari, okay, it is now my turn. Which came, the common slogan that we normally say, that he posited in Abeokuta, right? So these are what he did. He make a sacrifice for 16 years. Right, so he waited, and when he discovered that okay, it is not my turn. And nobody will have even contested. Like this guy said, Bala Muhammad. He said if you are in PDP, nobody will have contested the presidency with you. That was what he said. So Atiku should make a sacrifice. You can be Afobaje, like Tinubu did. Tinubu was the APC national leader. He decided to. He doesn't get anything. He just gave himself that office. Right. So he was the leader. He doesn't owe any office. Doesn't get money. Doesn't do everything. But he still held firm to what the state he had. So that is what I expected of Atiku to have done too. Nominate somebody, rally around, give him support. The money you are spending, spend the money on him. Organize all these people to support him. Then after that, then you can become the president. After this, and you are when it is the turn of the South, then you be contest, and you say you want to contest, you want to do this. No, we are not idiots in the southern part of the country now. Thank you.
Thank you, Lighter. Shupo, if you are looking for a job, then you went to this company, they rejected you first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, 7 times, and you come back the 8th time to the same company. Is there something you are missing? Is that something he's missing? That Nigeria says we don't want you.
Yes, there is clearly something that Atiku Abubakar is missing, and that thing is that his time has gone. I think Chief Body George eloquently expatiated on this. Sometimes during his interview with, I believe it was Channels or Arise. I'm not sure. I think probably Channels earlier in the week. And what he said was that if Atiku had supported his principle when he was the vice president, kept a low profile, followed the policies, and did what he was supposed to do as vice president, it will have been a natural progression for him to be presented unanimously as the next candidate for the PDP, for the next presidential elections. But Atiku Abubakar didn't do that. He sabotaged his principle. He was doing all manner and kinds of things. He wasn't looking to do the best he can with this position that he had. He was looking to usurp his principle. And that ultimately led to him not, receiving the PDP presidential ticket that eventually went to Umar Yar'Adua. Now, what am I saying? His inability to follow rules, to do the job that he was given very well, as a way to demonstrate his ability to do a bigger job, became evident to all. It became evident that this is a man that cannot follow rules, that does not respect rules at any level. The only thing he respects is his own ambition. And he somehow believes that with money, anything can be done. And I think he's found out how many times now, 7 or 8 times, that having deep pockets is not the only criteria for winning the presidency. So this is what's happening. His time has gone. That was the perfect time for him to support somebody else and then ask for other people's support. But he didn't do that. And that's why what we are seeing with him repeatedly contesting almost every election is he has still not learned the lesson that he was supposed to have learned, 7 or 8 cycles ago.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, when I look at that gathering, that coalition gathering, everybody I saw there, from the north, except only 2 people, Adegbeshola and Amechi. Apart from those 2 people, everybody else that I seen there are from the north. So, is this another gathering, another another plot to unseat a southern president? Is that what you say?
It's not another gang up to unseat the president, but it's a political elite who are disgruntled. The Northerners are supporting him. Some Northerners are supporting the Mr. President. So just that those people who gathered themselves together, it's either they are in PDP for 16 years, they are in APC for 8 years, they still want to contest for the president. They want position. They believe that, okay, without us, Nigeria should not be run. right, as a country. So without us holding one political office or another, I mean, look at El-Rufai. He's been there. Since 1999, when Obasanjo made him as the DG, then minister, DG privatization.
Minister for FCT, I think.
No, DG privatization. Then he was under Atiku as the vice president. So later they now made him the minister for FCC. And in FCC, you know what he did? When he was the governor, you know what he did? Well, look at Amechi. Amechi has been there since 1999, right? So he was there as a PA to this later speaker for 8 years, governor for 8 years, a minister for 4 years. You know, all these people, they just believe that okay, without them, Nigeria should not be around, and they made stupendous amount of money. Look at, right? So what they are saying invariably is we are the owners of the country. So without us, Nigeria should not be. And to make matter worse, they are the one that run Nigeria grounded. Right? They make sure they I mean, look at Amechi, what he did, his track record. Right? Look, he was signing contract in Mandarin. He was collecting kickbacks. The wife was collecting $4 billion. I mean, 4 billion naira every month for 1 year. 48 billion naira. And he's the one saying that he's being power. They are just playing on Nigeria's intelligence. And some people are supporting them, supporting ADC. Look at Aregbesola, what he did in Osun, buying back all the debt, constructing 10 kilometers per each local government, spending all the local government money. Right? They don't allow anybody to do anything. So these are they are the terrible people. They are now the messiah of the Nigerians. From somebody who want to re-engineer the country. He want to process. I mean, he wants Nigeria to be run as a country.
Okay.
In the developed world. Look at investments are not coming, it's now coming to Nigeria. Everything is checking up in Nigeria. Somebody they want to come back and disrupt everything and go back to 0.0 again. These are the areas. Nigeria should not listen to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Laita. Thank you. Shukwa, when the coalition was first put up, there was a lot of people who were looking forward, because people thought, oh, okay, maybe Obi is going to be the head of this coalition, and Obi represent the case of the obedient, the young people, the people who want change and all that. But right now, it's looking like they are trying to trap Obi, and they're now actually going to give Obi the presidency, the presidential ticket. Because what they are saying now is that let everybody go for primaries and test their popularity. And we do know that Atiku has a deep pocket. He's going to be able to buy all the delegates and win that the primaries. So the question I want to put to you is, if you remove Obi from that coalition, all the people who are left there, Atiku Abubakar, El-Rufai, Aregbesola, Amechi, what kind of change are they going to bring to Nigeria?
Thank you very much. If you look at all of these people, these are actually all politically irrelevant people, to be, just let's call it spade a spade. I mean, who is
Atiku is relevant. Atiku
no,
Atiku is a heavyweight.
Okay, yeah, but look at all of the remaining other people. Look at Aregbesola. Who is Aregbesola going to motivate anywhere in the southwest? Look at Nasir El-Rufai. Who is he going to motivate? Look at who are they going to So let's call it spade a spade. What we have is called a coalition. It is actually not a coalition, because if it were a true coalition, what will happen is you will see politicians in their respective parties coming together to form a new political party, as it was done in 2015. When CPC and some of these other parties, from Tinubus that had more governors, and the one from Buhari came together. That's not what's happening. What happened then was a real coalition. What is happening is a gathering of disgruntled politicians who have nothing to do now.
It's a gang up, not a coalition. It's a gang up.
To try and fuel or support one man's ambition to become president. That's what we have. So if it is a true coalition, you would have people working strongly in their respective parties, but coming together on how to, defeat the tactics of the APC, or make sure that the APC does not have an edge. If my party does not win, maybe another opposition party can win. That's not what is happening. What is happening, as a matter of fact, now is the Atiku, faction are now telling Peter Obi that, he has to do a primary. So these are the things that are happening. All that is happening is that these politicians are, if you look at all of them, they are not politically relevant. So the only thing that they have now is a little bit of time, not doing anything to help fuel Atiku's ambition. And I think it is very, very clear that Nigerians are buying into it. Nigerians ultimately will make that choice, and they will deliver that blue at the ballot box.
Thank you very much. I was listening to Kenneth Okonkwo. I think it used to be an obedient, Obi supporter, but I think it's now a turncoat. And it's making some sense. It's saying that if you are a leader or you are aspiring to be a leader to lead this country, and you cannot win a primary in your own party. When he left PDP because he couldn't contest in a primary with Atiku, because he knew Atiku will win. Then he went to Labour Party. He did not contest in a primary. He was handed the ticket. So Kenneth is saying that if you cannot win a primary in a party, how do you expect to win an election in a general election if you can't win a primary? And if you are saying that because somebody has a deep pocket, they will outpay, they will have money to pay. If you don't have money to pay, you don't give shishi, then why don't you convince the people to vote for you based on your antecedents? But now you can't convince the people, you can't spend money, you can't win primary, and then you want them to give you a ticket so that you can go and waste the ticket. So do you think Obi is actually ready to lead Nigeria? If you can't win a primary in your party, how do you expect to win a general election?
The kind of leadership Obi, and the follower who are following Obi, right, is they got it on platter of gold, right? Everywhere, all over the world, politics is a game of number. You have to, in the party, you have to contest for election. If you don't contest, how do you want to win? Nobody can nominate you. Okay, go and do this, no, and do that. The era has gone. We don't do that. Obi, what I expected of Obi is, okay, go to the party, convince these people, right? You stay in the PDP. Let them know that, okay, they know that without you, they need you. ADC, they need you now. Come what may. They will rethink that, okay, if I don't mind going to the primary, if I will go to the primary, if I lose, I lose. But don't say that the fact that we need to go to the primary, that is democratic. It's democratic enough. But saying that we will not go to the primary is wrong. Right? That will not be because you don't want to spend money. Now you let them know that, okay, if I lose, if fair and square, I will stay. But if I don't, if it is money you want to exchange and you want to do this, and to me, if the contest is between Obi and Atiku, Obi should rally around people too. Right, the Igbo people and those people who believe in the philosophy that they should support him. Not everybody will support Atiku now. Not all these people are support who are not. We have Yoruba there, we have Igbo, we have the younger ones. Atiku is outclassed as his usefulness. So So Atiku, they should allow Obi to come in. Obi should find a way to brand himself before the delegates.
Okay,
that is what I'm saying. Yes. that
That-
they should pick you and just hand over the ticket to you. No, it is not done. It's wrong
thank you.
to be
Thank you.
thinking like
Like
that.
that. So,
You're
so
welcome.
Shugwa, if Obi is not able to win a primary election, in fact, he has never offered himself a primary. He's always looking for a free ticket. So how do you want to win in a general election if you can't win a primary election? Because you're saying that somebody will outspend you in a primary. When you get to general election, you're going to meet somebody who's going to outspend you.
Again,
So how do you expect to win?
it's propaganda.
So I actually have a bit of a different opinion. And my opinion is, if we all agree that Peter Obi was given, the presidential ticket without competing in a primary in the Labour Party in the 2023 election, we'll see how he performed in the general election. He performed very, very well. In fact, he almost performed even better than the other candidates who actually went through a primary. So the notion that he has to go through a primary, I don't buy it. I think actually, this is the reason why I think Peter Obi joining forces with the ADC was a totally wrong idea. If you look at the way the ADC is structured, who are the people who will end up as delegates in ADC? They are probably, more old style politicians who likely will gravitate towards Atiku. Automatically, it's not a favorable ground setting for people that are likely obedient. So what will happen if you do a primary in ADC today? Atiku is going to win, but he's not going to get the vote of the obedience. And I suspect that the reason why they want Peter Obi in that coalition is they want the obedient vote. They are not going to get it. And Peter Obi, as far as I'm concerned, should stop fraternizing with these disgruntled elements because they are going to cost him votes. So personally, I don't buy that idea. I think if a political party has the goodwill, they can select their presidential candidate any way they want. Either they go for a primary or by consensus. Either way is acceptable.
Thank you. So, Lighter,
Yes.
Atiku needs obedient votes
Okay.
to win this election. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. It needs those 6 million votes to win. Obi needs Atiku's votes. There's no shortcut. It needs the northern Muslim vote. Tinubu is the only one who has cut across, who has votes in the north, votes in the south. So, if they are really serious about this coalition, what is the best way to put this coalition together and give Tinubu a run for his money?
The only thing they can do at the moment, that is why I am against Obi giving free tickets, not contesting for it. But when you labor for something, the sense of value will be there. You will appreciate it. But when you get something on a platform of gold, you might not, the sense of value will not be there, right? But you will strive, you will campaign, you will meet people, you will go from ward to ward, from state to state, you are delegates. You will meet the delegate, you tell them that we need youth, we need this, we need that. And I'm the face of the youth. So I want to represent your interests. Campaign for these people. I mean, they are not animal. They can get Atiku's money and not vote for him. I know that. But what I'm saying, in essence, is how they can give Tinubu a good fight, is to let maybe Atiku support Obi, or Obi will let Atiku be the president, and
The vice
Obi,
president.
no, let Atiku be vice president. I mean, we are not idiots in the southwest. I mean, in the southern part of the country, Atiku cannot be president again when it is the turn of the south.
Of the south.
So what we are saying in essence is Atiku should support Obi for Obi to use 4 years. After that, Atiku can now come out. Obi people, all these people, they can give him their support. But if he doesn't do that, he should forget about becoming the president of Nigeria.
Thank you.
Yes, 2031. So he should forget about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shoko, a critical question I want to ask you is, in 2023, there was an understanding in the country that after Buhari's 8 years, the presidency should now shift to the south. In fact, in 2019, in 2011, in 2019 rather, every southern candidate stepped down. Everybody from the south, they were asked to everybody stepped down. So it was a contest between the north, Atiku versus Buhari. The understanding that when it's 2023, everybody in the north will step down. But now Atiku contested in 2015 as a northerner, contested in 2019 as a northerner, contested in 2023. When it was the south, when the turn of the south, it contested. In 2027, he wants to contest again. Now, when it's 2031, the understanding will be, let's assume that Tinubu wins 2027. The understanding will be that in 2031, it will not be the turn of the North. At that point, do you think that anybody will have the
Right.
effrontery to tell Obi not to contest? Since Atiku has contested, I mean, Northerners has contested, Kwankwaso contested in 2023, Atiku contested. So why should the South now say oh, no, and let's give it to the North? Do you think that if the North are now going to contest 2027, there's nothing stopping the South from contesting in 2031? What do you think?
You raise a very, very good point because, ideally, based on that gentlemanly agreement, Northerners were supposed to kind of, leave that field for Southern candidates to slug it out and then have, a candidate emerge. By the way, this is not something that is out of order. I think I believe it's Switzerland, one of the European countries, they actually rotate the presidency, I think, among four
Switzerland, yeah, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Between three tribes.
And if you actually look at Switzerland, it's probably one of the most peaceful, European countries. As a matter of fact, even during the Second World War, it was probably one of those countries that was never invaded. I mean, that is how peaceful the country is. So, just to kind of dispel the notion that maybe rotating or having a rotational agreement is undemocratic, it's not. It is basically a sign of maturity, in a society that has mutual understanding and respect, for agreements. Now, that aside, I think this is one of the things that makes Atiku Abubakar the most unqualified candidate to be president in Nigeria because his inability to respect agreements and what is now considered as norms tells you how selfish and how self-centered a person is. And his selfishness is not only going to hurt his own ambition, as you are pointing out now, it may likely end that agreement come 2031, because in 2031 now, the argument will now be, well, it's the time of the North. Well, Kwankwaso contested in 2023. We don't know if he's going to contest in 2027. Atiku contested. Well, if you guys believe that it was a turn of the South, why were you contesting? I mean, that is one. The second thing is that he contested in 2023 after 8 years of a Fulani president. You, another Fulani, now want to go in. I mean, it is the most insensitive way any candidate can ever behave. And that is why, for me, I think my belief is the ADC coalition is not an actual coalition. Because if it were an actual coalition, what Atiku will be doing is he will be recruiting candidates working with different candidates to make sure that the APC does not run, a full sweep. That's not what he's doing. Rather, what he's doing is he's picking people that will help him achieve his presidential ambition of becoming president, even if that means that it will be the end of democracy in Nigeria. The man does not care.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, finally, I'm just going to ask you one final question. Our time is actually up. So, we have people who are ganging up and saying, "Oh, the North has been shortchanged. Because of that, we want to get our power back." So, if Atiku and the El-Rufais, the Tambuwa, if they now win this election, if ADC win the election, so they are going there with a grudge against the South. Is this the kind of people that we want to rule this country?
This is why
And we have some and we have some southern leaders, some disgruntled like Aregbesola, who are actually following them.
Yeah, they know, but they are reduced to on the people who can support. I mean, where they can have their voice heard. Right? They believe that you should know that we have some player politicians, some easily bent politicians. So what we are saying in the sense is anybody that they can form alliance with, they are ready to form alliance with them, even though they are not going to get anything from them, but they just want to make sure that their party, they want to disgrace their party. They want to disgrace somebody. They want to disgrace. You know what it means. So that is why Aregbesola was even campaigning for Sharia in Southwest. Sharia that has been peaceful, Southwest that has been peaceful. You know, Aregbesola was saying that it's in the constitution that they should introduce Sharia because Sudan of Sokoto said Sharia should be introduced in the Southwest. It should be introduced in the whole Nigeria. So why are these people? They just continue finding the ember of discord, finding the ember of separation every time and every now and then. So what we are saying in essence is these people, these disgruntled people elements, they are out to disgrace somebody, and somebody who is not who is not in support of, who they are not in support of. So they want to ridicule him. So Aregbesola was saying that they will win in Osun. The ADC will win in Osun, but I want to see how they want to make it, how they want to win in Osun. I still don't know, right? So that is my take.
Thank you very much. So, Shubo, your last question, and people are gathering together saying we are the North, we want to take our power back, we have been shortchanged by Tinubu government, so we are going there to take power back for the North and then deal ruthlessly with the South. And some southern leaders like Aregbe, like Amechi are following them. This is the kind of change Nigeria wants?
No. And as a matter of fact, the change Nigeria needs is for the bunch of these types of politicians to be defeated finally at the ballot box and to be made politically irrelevant for the rest of their political history in Nigeria. I think it's time for Nigeria to move on to a new brand of politics, a politics of inclusion. If a region is saying we want to take our power back, who gave it to them? Who told them that it is theirs? Why are they behaving like they're the only people in the whole country who has, interests? We are all Nigerians. We all have interests, and we all are supposed to be equal under the Constitution. It's not the case, obviously, but that is where we all should be working to. And anybody, and I repeat, anybody who will not work to actualize that as their own objective is not fit to be a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, how much hold elective office.
Thank you very much. So we come to the end of today's deliberations. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Olaitan Adeligba all the way from America. Thank you so much for coming to today's meeting.
Thanks for having me. We are back at home. We enjoy your patronage. Thank you.
I also want to say a big thank you to Mr. Olalawal all the way from Canada. Thank you so much for coming to today's meeting.
Thank you for having me.
And for me, I'm the Jalaya. I'm in Dublin, in the Republic of Ireland. Thank you so much for listening to this telecast. We hope to see you again next Sunday. God bless you and goodbye.